Welcome to the Lorrie Pearson Show, where we explore the intersection of beauty, business, and alignment. I'm your host, Lorrie Pearson. Let's begin. It's episode 8, The Metric of Mastery. Welcome back to the Lorrie Pearson Show. In our last episode, we discussed being intentional by design, transitioning from a reactive busy list to a prioritized commitment. But even with a clear schedule, how do you verify your momentum? Without a way to track your progress, it may feel like you're driving through a dense fog without a map. You think you're making headway, but you could just as easily be moving into circles. The reality is that you cannot grow what you cannot measure. So today, what we're going to do is move past the abstract idea of working hard and looking at the specific benchmarks and KPIs that define success, both in your professional projects and your personal life. We are shifting towards mastery by defining what excellent looks like and using data to hold ourselves to that standard. The direction of growth. Success is often simplified into a single target, a specific revenue goal, a title, or a client count. You might tell yourself, I'll be successful when I hit 6 figures, or I'll be happy once I get that promotion, or I'll be happy once you fill in the blank. But I want to challenge you to view your mission differently, because a destination-only mindset often causes us to miss the indicators of actual growth. When you decide how you want your life to look, the next step is figuring out how you're going to get there. It's the difference between wanting to be a great speaker and committing to the daily practice of speech writing and vocal coaching. Because when you focus on the technical mastery of your craft, the external targets tend to hit themselves. Let's talk about the metrics that matter. Professionalism requires a transition from hoping for the best to knowing your numbers. Whether you're leading a large team or managing a freelance business or even a small business, it's important to identify the 3 to 5 metrics that directly influence your progress. Now, when looking at the quality of your weeks, personal performance can be quantified. To measure your energy, use a simple 1 to 10 scale during your evening review. It's the best time to do that. Did your tasks fuel you or did they drain you? This kind of data will help you identify what responsibilities you may want to delegate so that you can focus on the tasks that move the needle. To measure your focus, track your blocked work hours. Use a simple timer to see how many hours were dedicated to high-impact projects versus the time lost to administrative noise and digital distractions. When trying to determine the industry benchmark, it is important for you to know that excellence is not a mystery. It is a set of data points. To find the gold standard in your field, look at the top 5% of the people that do what you do in your industry. What's their client response time look like? What are their conversion rates? What is their customer journey experience? How does it flow? Compare your current numbers to these benchmarks in order to help guide yourself. For example, if your response time is 48 hours, but the industry leader's response is 4, you have a clear, measurable gap that you need to close. There are 5 universal metrics for growth. 1, time ROI. What percentage of your week was spent on tasks that directly generated revenue or moved a specific goal forward? Lead indicators is number 2. How many new high-value inquiries or strategic connections did you initiate this week? Financial health is number 3. What is your net profit after all your expenses, including the cost of your own time? Yes, I said the cost of your own time. Sometimes as entrepreneurs and small businesses, we fail to calculate our time when we're looking at our profit and loss. Indicator number 4, skill acquisition. What specific technical skill did you practice or improve upon this week? And number 5, self-alignment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how closely did your actions this week mirror the values that you claim to hold? Now let's talk about the weekly assessment. Reliable success is built on rhythm, not random bursts of inspiration. One of the most effective ways to maintain this is through a weekly assessment. This is a non-negotiable review of your calendar and your metrics before the end of the week. It's also good to do it at the end of the week as well, but before the end of the week, like midweek, and then again at the end. It's a great way for you to look at the time that you actually accomplished the things that you've got on your calendar versus what you've planned. And when you close your week with this level of clarity, what happens is you stop the workday bleed into your personal time. You aren't just clearing your desk. You are proving to yourself that you are someone who follows through on their commitments. The quality of the question. Professional growth is rarely limited to a lack of information. It's often limited by a lack of high-quality questions. Are you asking questions that challenge your current systems? For example, if I had to double my results in half the time, what would I have to stop doing? What would I have to keep doing? And what would I need to start doing? Seeking this kind of feedback is a strategic shortcut. It's the fastest way to move from a plateau to a whole new level of mastery. When you have the humility to be a student of your own data, you find the path to your next level of excellence so much faster. Conditioning the default. Mastery is a choice made in small moments throughout the day. Every hour presents a choice between a reactive impulse and a conscious intention. Will you choose discipline over the immediate gratification of a distraction? When you constantly choose optimism and hope, you are conditioning those states to be your default. It's your default setting. You're essentially programming your internal dashboard so that when the pressure increases, your performance remains steady. In closing, success is a learnable skill set, and it starts with the clarity of numbers. By defining your mission, mastering your measures, and maintaining your rhythm, you move from accidental living to intentional mastery. Measure your progress, maintain your rhythm, and never stop learning. Thank you so much for being here. It's time to align your efforts with the results that you're about to achieve and step into your full potential. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this conversation helped you find a bit more clarity, do me a favor, follow this podcast and leave a review. It's the best way to help this community grow. To see my work in makeup styling and photography, you can find all 3 of my websites and Instagram handles right in the show notes of this episode. Whether you're looking for artistry or style, or even branding, everything you need to connect with me is just a click away. Remember, your work and your life don't have to live in separate boxes. You're allowed to be all of it. I'm Lorrie Pearson. I'll see you in the next episode.